Data analysis is a broad subject, but for today, we will focus on the basics to give you an overall idea and where to begin. We will focus on Facebook metrics, it includes Instagram too, and briefly about Google Analytics and what insights you can gather from them to build awareness about your brand. First, what is social media metrics? It is the number of likes, comments, shares, and clicks your posts are generating. And how does it help? It helps you to measure the effectiveness of your marketing campaigns and strategy and how much you are reaching and connecting with your followers. So next question that comes up is, where can you find this data? Finding and analyzing this data. Facebook has something called Facebook Business Suite, which lets you manage all your connected accounts across Facebook and Instagram in one place. Makes it easier for you to manage your posts across both platforms, and it is for free. In their section called Insights, as you can see in the slide here, they give you a combined metrics for Facebook and Insta and is available for you to see and download, like your audience profile, age, gender, location, top performing posts in terms of reach. It provides you with line graphs that helps to review and compare your performance over a period of time. For example, how many likes, shares and clicks your individual posts are getting, or your overall page is generating. So the number of Facebook page likes, or Instagram followers, etc. within a certain period. It can be weekly, monthly, quarterly, based on how you wish to analyze. So Google Analytics is another free metric tool that can provide you data and insights for your website traffic, like the number of visitors on your website, time spent per session, conversion in terms of sale, etc. So here we have a week's data that you can see here on the slide, with details highlighting number of users, number of sessions, which means interaction or browsing that happened on our page, time spent per session, it's an average time spent per session, the bounce rate, which means that the target audience landed on one of the website page but did not browse further. So there are many metric tools available to buy, like Buffer, Rival IQ, etc., which you can get online, and you can buy them, and it will give you further analytical data. It is up to you to choose based on what suits your organization. So this quantitative data helps you to understand what content is working and what is not, and can help you to plan your next posts and campaigns accordingly. What do you do if you see your posts are not getting many likes and shares? How to increase reach and engagement? Content should be stimulating. That's number one point. Don't focus on your products all the time. Keep the content dynamic for your page. Stimulate your audience to action, what we call as call to action content. For example, from time to time, we do some interesting polls or quizzes and giveaways. Like for here, you can see we did a poll here for our birthday month, where we asked the audience, what would you like, chocolate molds or bookmarks? We did a giveaway on Mother's Day along with a quiz, where we saw very high participation from kids and parents, and it was a rewarding experience for both. Give personal touch, do human stories, like we highlight team members who work on Guinness Planet from time to time. This helps your audience to connect with your brand. Second point, very crucial, is when to post. The timing of posting is extremely important on social media. Metrics over a period can provide you with insights on the engagement pattern of your target audience. For example, what time are they visiting? Over the weekend, post office hours, during transit, etc. Gives you an indication of the time that people are most likely to check for updates on their social network accounts. Here in this chart, you can see this is website data from Google Analytics. The deep blue lines indicate higher traffic on our website. You can notice the days. It's normally Thursday, Friday, Saturday, closer to the weekend, and timing always later part of the day, post breakfast, post lunch, and late evening. All of this data is correlated with our social media posts closer to that time. So when we update a post, our target audience sees them. They're clicking on the website link to check out more details. So for example, for most of our workshops, posters go up over the weekend so that people can see them and will have time to register. Other informational posts are done over the week. This ensures higher reach and engagement and drives traffic. Now, another important thing to remember is every digital marketing strategy needs both organic, which is unpaid, and paid content. And what I mean here is advertising. For our brand property, A Day on Guinea's Planet, where we host 15 plus events over a weekend, we used both paid and unpaid content to increase reach and engagement. Our aim was to connect with a wider audience beyond our regular followers and get registrations for the event that can happen only when we can reach out to maximum people, and advertising definitely helps. Here on the slide, you can see 2 posters here. So A Day on Guinea's Planet Fun Facts is basically a general informational poster which anybody who is following Guinea's Planet can see. But the event poster is very important for us because we want people to engage with this and register for this event. So we went ahead and advertised this. So how can you advertise? Boosts or Facebook ads comes into play here. For this, you need to buy Facebook credits based on your advertising budget and run campaigns accordingly. The boost section provides you options to choose your ad category, your target audience, the time period, or how long you want to run the ad, and an ad preview. All of this you can set according to your campaign plan, and you can use it for Facebook and Instagram simultaneously. For initial stages of a startup, it is definitely advisable to run ads to reach your target audience and increase brand awareness. You have options for Google Ads as well, which also has a great conversion rate. So what are the indicators of success? You've done so much, you've done all of this. So how do you measure in terms of success? So when compared to your lower posting period to a higher posting period, including organic and paid both, you can measure your success on the overall increase in post reach, engagement, and website visits. There are benchmarks which you can set for yourself, but following the industry trends makes sense. But the common indicators are like your increased likes and comments and shares for your posts, the website landfall, number of people visiting your website, and conversions in sale. Increase in page followers means potential customers here. Registrations for your events if you do workshops, etc. To summarize, as a brand, your aim should be to post content that is catchy and relevant, of course built in with your brand values that your audience will engage with.